All right, everyone, a new one today. So, we're going to talk about Cowork, as has been the fashion. Cowork is, of course, becoming the new normal for how we are interacting with all of these variety of Copilot experiences. And so, we want to talk about skills as well as the new options available for you in relation to plugins. So, let's start with skills first, and then we'll get into the updates on plugins that were just announced last week. As a quick introduction, my name is Nick Harris. I am a senior Copilot Cloud Solution Architect with Microsoft. Welcome to the Microsoft 365 Copilot connection. We're very happy to have you here. So, skills you can really think of as like agents. Agents have the ability to focus on particular forms of work or do particular tasks for you. Skills can be done in the same fashion. However, skills are directly injected inside of the Cowork experience. It's not a direct separate agent. And so, along with this skills experience, you have the ability to leverage a skill to manage your skills. If I click on the ability to add work context here, you'll notice I have an option for skills. And there are a wide variety of skills that Microsoft makes available. You can see the ability to create Word, PDF documents, PowerPoints, schedule calendar functionality, and you see here at the bottom, skill management. So, what I recommend you do is if you want to create your own custom skills, invoke this first, submit that off, let it process and run, and then you can start working with this skills management skill to build your own. And now you see any particular skill that Cowork identifies and leverages is on the right hand side. And I have already built one personal skill, a weekly status report. Let's go ahead and build this live. Now I'm going to be pretty basic here. I'm just going to indicate create a skill that drafts my weekly status update. Let's submit this off. And of course, if you have particular areas of focus like topics or people that you want to email or notify or document outputs that you require, indicate that in your prompt as well. Now, because I already have a weekly status skill, it's asking me, hey, you already have one built in. Do you want to create a new one or just leverage what's already there? In this case, let's just create a personal variant. All right, so we've skipped ahead a little bit. I get a few additional questions now. The variant style. Let's say I want a longer, more detailed narrative version. And of course, in any of these questions, you're going to see different questions. Answer them appropriately to your personal context. So there we go. We have our skill. It provides us the associated markdown information. We have the skill name, the descriptive information, when to use it, such as trigger phases. So these are particular phrases that I could indicate in order to have the skill invoked via a prompt. Really nice. So again, we would evaluate all of this information. It gives us some output data and detail, maybe some guardrails and such too. And then of course we can test it. So let's go ahead and test. I do find it interesting that when I build these skills with the skill management skill, it does write these skill quality reports. It is a direct HTML file, so I can review all the passes or the failures, any particular improvements or updates, all the data in detail there. It also did inline provide this information for me. I thought that was pretty cool too. So now there we go. If I go back to a new chat conversation with Cowork, and I open up that skills dialog, I have my weekly status detailed skill along with my original weekly status skill. And so let's go ahead and click on this particular skill and let's submit it off. I could indicate other forms of information like particular context or detail, work that I'm performing, topics I want to focus on. In this case, we're just going to have the skill look at everything that involves my work within this particular demo tenant for the week and see what it gives us back. Now we see it's working through the plan, so it's looking at last week's activities as well as the output of this would be a drafted email that's submitted to my drafts folder in Outlook for my review. That should then allow me to email my manager, Daichi, here with the weekly work that I performed. Now, I find this to be very interesting. I don't have a lot of activity in this tenant, and it is trying to get more information out of me, like widen to 2 weeks or provide any additional context or detail because this is supposed to be a weekly status detailed report, right? So it's trying to just grab as much out of me as it can. It looks like it's now drafted the email. It's submitted to our draft folder. So let's go ahead and check out the drafts folder. And there we go. Now we have this nice drafted email directly aligned to Daichi that I can review before directly sending. So I would review all this information and then submit off as I require. However, something to understand about this is a lot of people are wanting to really brand their emails. And what I like to do is apply particular email templates to these to make them nice, neat, make them look fancy a little bit. And also, if this is an update to my manager, probably don't want all of this descriptive information. I just want key highlights and executive summary. So let's go ahead and modify the skill just a little bit, and we'll go ahead and apply an HTML template to this email to brand it better. All right, so just a quick prompt. We're going to indicate update the weekly status detailed skill to brand the output email with an HTML template. Also, update the skill to focus the updates I provide to use more executive language, provide an executive summary at the top, and short form bullets in the details, color code sections, and ensure the email is accessible. And there we go, we have our output. So now it's updated the skill to pass an HTML templated email instead of plain text. We have the template, executive summary, the language, color coded sections with the hexadecimal color values, and just updates in relation to accessibility needs. Let's go ahead and check out the template here. Let's say submit a test email. There we go. Now we have our weekly status report and it looks much better. So we see there's some color coding, there's some branding. We can see we have an executive summary, week in detail, all the updates. In this case, shipped this week, what I did, or any risks or blockers. So I have the ability to update these particular skills in any way that I deem fit and automate what I'm doing with these skills. Consider the fact that if you're doing the same forms of work every week, or you want to prep for your week or end your week off with all the core work that you performed, you can have scheduled skills running inside of Cowork and have it output all of this data to you automatically. So, some great ways that you can create even more automation in your work. Let's go ahead and talk about the brand new option now on plugins. So, we just released a brand new blog article on May 5th, the ability to now create and provide your user base plugins. Enterprises can now directly generate multiple skills as well as data connectors, all a part of a single plugin that they provide to the user experience. Plugins is really a package of a wide variety of options available to you. I will have a link to this blog post in the description below if you want to take a look. Let's go create a custom plugin. All right, so I have a really long prompt here. I've created this from a previous conversation I had with Cowork, and I will have available to you linked in the description below. What this particular plugin will do is it will directly leverage 7 different skills to perform financial data analysis. It will also provide a connector to the SEC Edgar website to pull data such as 10K reports based on company financial data. So we have that MCP server based connection also included as a part of this package. So let's go ahead and submit this off and have Cowork generate the plugin material for us. Yo, have you hit that thumbs up button yet? If you like this stuff, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate the support. All right, so there we go. It's now provided us that zip file with all of the skills and data connections directly inside. And all we have to do is upload this to our organizational agent store. General note for everyone, this is an administrative action. So we have to ensure that an enterprise admin adds the plugin to be available inside of the user experience. Users themselves only have the ability to create skills. Admins have the ability to ship plugins. So let's go ahead as an admin and let's upload this particular plugin. All right, so we're inside of Agent 365. We're going to navigate to the 3 ellipses on the right-hand side and click on Add Agent. We'll then upload that particular zip file. And then we're brought to the screen where we can publish to individual users, groups of users, or all users within our organization based on who we want to access. And we can auto install this as well if we require. In this case, I'll just make it available to all users and I'll install for all users automatically. I'll click next. We're then brought to a screen where we can apply particular template policies that our organization has available. This is really in relation to the security controls that we can put into place. Things like, as you see, conditional access or access packages or custom security attributes we want to tie to these particular components. In my case, I'm just going to leave it as the default, particular policies that I have applied via Intra ID, Purview, Defender, and SharePoint. Let's click Next. If the plugin components do require any special permissions, we would also have to approve here. In this case, I don't have any particular permissions. I'm providing the plugin. This is really just going to the MCP server that's on the SEC Edgar website. It's open, easy to access. Everyone here should have access as well. We'll go ahead and click Next. and then finally review and finish. And after this, we can directly publish this out. And after a few moments, the plugin should then be available in the end user experience. So now we're back inside of Cowork. How do we access plugins? Well, plugins are available via the skills and plugins section in the prompting box. And you can see here I have already installed that financial research plugin that's custom to us. I can also directly browse any plugins that are made available by Microsoft or directly from our organization. I have my plugins as well, so you can see a few here for the ones that I have installed. And I can go into these and I can remove these, or I can go into the Discover section for the others that are available. I can click in those, I can add them. It's up to me what plugins that I want in my experience. Now all I need to do is toggle financial research on and let's research a company. So our prompt is perform financial research on Microsoft, and we see already the financial research plugin has now been enabled. Now, what's interesting is I have 7 skills as a part of this plugin, and what it's directly starting with is the company snapshot skill. I can see a portion of the text here that's directly cut off. General note as well is if I go into my skills section, I can also see all of the particular individual skills that is a part of this plugin. So we see there's company snapshot, financial trends, peer comparison, risk factor analysis, earnings deep dive, executive research, and filing search directly via the SEC Edgar filings. So invoke any of those directly to your need, or let Cowork decide which ones to invoke for you. And there we go. Based on the company snapshot skill, we now have an initial snapshot that aligns to our latest financials, recent filings, and any headline risks that the particular skill has found. We can invoke a few other ones as well, so let's go ahead and invoke a few more. And there we go. We see our risk factor analysis has completed between Microsoft Alphabet and Meta. And we have the financial research risk factor analysis skill that was invoked. We get this initial competitive analysis, regulatory analysis, any particular analysis areas per each individual customer or organization, comparative down at the bottom as well, risks, any signals. So again, we can have all these built-in skills to do particular forms of work, all packaged a part of plugins. It's also important to note that Cowork is now officially available via the Microsoft 365 Copilot mobile application experience. So try it while you're on the go. So there are some great new capabilities that Microsoft is rolling out with the Cowork experience. General note, Cowork is still a part of the Frontier program and still does require a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. So that's it for me for today, everyone. I appreciate your support as always. Again, if you like the content, give me a thumbs up. If you want to stay updated on the latest and greatest, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions or thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.